No?
I said, thank you, Wolf. I'm not going to be able to sleep well for the rest of my life now. Because, Wolf, in my head, the next animal is one of those big-eyed ocelots that move real slow, or what are those things called? A slow loris? That's just looking at you while you're going at her?
Oh man, give me a little bit more. That's enough.
I mean, that'd be freaky.
Cheers. Thank you so much, babe.
I've never had a lizard involved in any of the sex I've ever done, so that's definitely good comedy.
Try it.
I will. I will. Just gotta find the right lizard.
Way to go, James.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, and now, I can't believe you stayed. Usually people are like, you didn't call me when you said, fuck you, Tom Miller, I'll never be back. And then for 3 years they harangued me over at the fucking Lucy's and places. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, quiet now. Hey, calm down, you two. I mean, have a drink for sure. I mean, a lot of drinks. I'll drink with you. But for God's sakes, you don't want to miss a word of Houston Wells. Yeah! Give him a round of applause. Oh shit, watch out, he's coming out.
Oh God, yeah, Houston Wells. Oh yeah, am I closing out the show, Tom?
No, you're going.
No, of course, there's more. Okay.
There's more.
True or false? Quick question, folks. You in the back. Adam, shut up the bartender, I'm talking to you. True or false? You can get a ticket for bicycling drunk.
Yes.
True. It is true. It is true. You know what? I want to get pulled over for unicycling drunk. What are they going to say to you? Touch your nose? Walk in a straight line? I'm riding a unicycle drunk! There's nothing you can ask me to do that's more difficult than the thing you just stopped me from doing. I should give you a ticket for breaking my concentration. All right. How are you doing out there tonight? Come on, you can do better than that. No. Never respond to that bullshit. We've got to train those assholes that say, you can do better than that. Fuck those guys, right? You don't know me. You know what kind of day I've had? If I'd have taken every last ounce of positivity I had to give you that first woo. And now you have the audacity to tell me that I don't measure up to your arbitrary standard of enthusiasm. Fuck you. I'm sorry. I'm a little out of it tonight. I donated blood earlier. I have sort of a rare blood type. Hepatitis A? Anybody? You know, every time before I donate blood, I like to chug 3 or 4 beers just before I go in. I figure anybody in need of a blood transfusion's probably had a pretty stressful day already. Right? A couple pints of me help take the edge off, that's all I'm saying. Just paying it forward. You know, when you go donate blood, they ask you this long series of very personal questions because they want to make sure that your blood is suitable for donation, right? And like one of the questions is, in the last 12 months, have you traded money for sex? I'm like, dude, I've been married 28 years. So yes. Both times. You know, I figure maybe the most stressful job you can have is being the dude that drives the bloodmobile. I think if I get in one little fender bender, it looks like a scene from a Tarantino movie. Just blood pouring out from underneath that little bus door, you know? Paramedics show up in that scene, they're like, you know what? I quit. That's it. What else can I tell you about? Well, this is all off the top of my index card here, sorry. Some of this shit I just wrote today. Actually, no, this is a true story, totally true. Last week I was driving through the country and I rode past a little Presbyterian church. And it has one of those signs out front with the letters you can change. And it said, Ephesians 1, 2 through 4. So I looked it up. I'm just kidding, I didn't look that shit up. Fuck you, church. If you got something to say to me, go ahead and say it. Don't assign me some homework. That's bullshit. You know, it's probably just some verse about, you know, like love and understanding, and, you know, you can shove it up your ass is all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, wouldn't it be ironic if you were an atheist, but your boss actually was a Jewish carpenter? So earlier this summer, I had the opportunity to... Look what I said. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. You have no idea what this does for me. This is like, my whole fucking life is just like this flat line. And I'll tell you, I've got kids, I got a wife, it's just nothing. And then I get up on stage, and I'm like, I'm happy, and then everything else is just fucking. And that's just a little bit of truth for me right here. So, a little bit more truth. I had the opportunity to go to Europe earlier this summer, which was amazing. But that is a long fucking flight. That is a long flight. Every time I fly, I carry with me a Santa hat. A Santa hat when I go fly. And here's why. When the person in front of me leans their seat back, I lean over them with the hat. When they go, what the hell are you doing? I go, well, I figured I should ask what you want for Christmas as long as you're in my fucking lap. All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. What else can I tell you?
Or you could ask them for a special treat because it could be a gnome hat too.
Terrible heckle.
Let's keep going with this. Yeah, I'm gonna keep rolling through. I grew up in the 80s when Republicans told me that smoking marijuana would ruin your life and destroy your future. But then marijuana later told me the same thing about Republicans. So I had to stop using drugs, so they made me a little bit paranoid. I spent the entire summer one time convinced that the Grateful Dead was following me. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. Don't you hate it when people use that phrase, I'm going to be honest with you? Especially about 20 minutes in the conversation. You're like, has it all been bullshit up till now? All right. And I'm going to leave you with this. There's one phrase that kind of freaks me out. And it's this. And other natural flavors. They just tack that shit on there like we're not paying attention. You know what? It's bad enough the lack of transparency is disturbing enough, but I need to know what you mean by like natural flavors. That could be anything. It could be apple juice, it could be mulch. It could be mung beans and kumquats. I don't even know. Folks, my name's Houston. You've been a lot of fun. Thanks for letting me come over here.
Houston, it's the ball.